My friends and I go to dinner every other week. I make more money than all of them, so I usually front the bill. But one friend has been making passive-aggressive comments about my finances that are really getting to me. So am I a jerk if I stop picking up the tab? What's going on here, Stefanie?
Oh, it all comes back to those feelings, right? What's happening in this dynamic? Is somebody feeling inferior? Is somebody feeling superior? That's what's at the problem here, right? The numbers on the page are so rarely the issue. It's about what feelings are coming up and how they're being communicated. And so I think that's the conversation to have with that friend in private about what's going on. What are these feelings that are coming up? Because I'm sensing a little bit of hostility and it doesn't feel great. But when it comes to actually talking about the money when you're going out, especially with a big group of friends, always better to set those expectations at the top of the evening than to go through a whole dinner assuming that you're going to be splitting the bill evenly or picking up the bill or getting separate checks, whatever it is. And then everybody having a different assumption and getting to the end of the night and being like, oh, wait, I thought we were doing this. That's where the conflict arises. So we want to kind of get out in front of it if we can.
Gotcha. All right, Dr. Sportelli. How do we handle these various uncomfortable talks?
I think the most important thing is putting ego aside, coming down to a basic foundation of friendship, right? So if you have some uncomfortable issues, you have to bring it up in a way where you're not accusatory. You don't want someone to become defensive. You certainly don't want to be offensive, right? So having a very casual, comfortable conversation, it's also very, very important to acknowledge that everything's relative, right? So if I'm making some more money, maybe I have a bigger mortgage payment. Maybe I have a bigger car payment. Maybe my taxes are a little bit more. So the truth is, what we notice, at least in psychiatry and psychology, that even if you're making some more money, you still kind of get nervous at the end of the month when it comes time to pay bills. So it's all kind of a relative thing. So I think having a conversation with people about that on just a nice foundational level is really, really important. But wait a second, let's get down to the basics of this. If you're going out to dinner with friends, for example, and you're concerned about spending money, isn't it about the friendship and the time that you guys are spending together? It's not about the money or how fancy the restaurant is. So why not have that conversation and say, hey, listen, maybe it's not a great idea that we go to this fancy restaurant because it's causing a little bit of stress. Why don't we do something that doesn't require so much money? Right? Because it's about the time, guys. It's not about how much money you're spending. And you know what? If it's not about the time, then maybe it's not a great friendship.
Great points, Doc. All right. Great information from you as well, Stefanie. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me on.